let's see, I have two more songs to do for you today. Sometimes, though, in life, we really don't know why things happen, they just do. And one time I can really think of that I'm sure y'all think about is September 11th. And this next song we're going to do is a song I wrote called The Towers. My cousin worked in the World Trade Center, and she was on the telephone eating her bagel and having a cup of coffee and talking to one of her customers when the first plane hit the building. She hung up on the phone and ran over to the window because the building was shaking. So she looked out the window and she saw hundreds of papers flying everywhere in the sky. And she didn't know why there were hundreds of papers flying in the sky because, as everyone knows, the windows don't open in the World Trade Center building. So she looked down, 30 floors down, and saw hundreds of people just running away from the building. So she knew something was seriously wrong. So she decided to grab her purse and leave with her girlfriend, and they walked down the building. And in the stairwell, she met another girl who had just left her desk. And as they were walking casually down the stairs, there was an announcement on the loudspeaker for everyone to go back to their desks because a plane had hit the building, and the firemen were on their way, and they were going to put out the blaze. So the girl that they met in the stairwell said, "Oh, it's just a plane. They'll put out the fire. I'm going to go back to my desk." Well, luckily, my cousin and her friends still kept walking down the stairwell. So as she was leaving to go out the door she normally does, it was locked. And she remembered that usually when there's a terrorist drill or something, they lock the doors so nobody can come in and nobody can go out. So she had to proceed further down, and there's a mall. So she was able to get out through the Barnes & Noble bookstore. And as she was walking away, she was looking at the fire, and then all of a sudden the other plane hit. So then they knew something was wrong, and there was smoke everywhere, and things were flying, so they started running down the block to the next building. And that's where her girlfriend lived. And as they got into the building, just as they got into the building, there was just smoke everywhere, and they just didn't understand why there was so much smoke. And as the smoke cleared, they realized that the building had fallen. So as my cousin was telling me the story, I was thinking about my own experience watching it on television as everything was unraveling. And I just remember this big, billowy cloud of smoke rising to the heavens, like this, just this big cloud of smoke. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, those are people's lives and their things. And it was just, as y'all know, just such a horrific catastrophe. And so I was thinking of that cloud when I wrote this song. And I was thinking of the two buildings, how they looked, like two brothers or two sisters just standing next to each other in the sunshine, with the sun shining on the glass, and how it just sparkled. And so I want to do that song for you now. It's called The Towers. Thank you.